Welcome back to my platform. Those of you that are returning and those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea Love, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys today. So I hope everybody has had a good day wherever you're at in the world. God bless you guys. If you guys could like the video, subscribe, and tap the notification bell, I would greatly appreciate it. It would really help this platform. It would really help me. We are working to getting to we're almost there. But we're working to getting to 1,000 subscribers. On this platform, once we're at 1,000 subscribers, then I can monetize the channel and I can receive super chats. Okay, so you guys can ask your personal questions. So if you guys could help me, we're working towards getting to that 1,000 subscribers. When we're at 1,000 subscribers, it's going to be freaking awesome. We're going to throw a party. Do like a giveaway. I have a couple of decks that I can give away, and also I will answer a couple of questions for free as a giveaway. So know that those things are available, okay? Well, they're not available yet, but they are going to be as soon as we get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys could share this content, let other people know about it, all that good stuff. Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe, all of that really, really helps, okay? All right, you guys. So we're going to start off with a prayer. We're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, the Ascended Masters, and our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, including our guardian angels, our spirit guides, and the archangels. And we're asking that they help us get to 1,000 subscribers. We're also asking that they put a protective shield around us, keeping us safe from all negative interference, influence, and harm. And we would just like to say thank you, God, for everything that you're doing. Thank you for everything that you've done. We love you. We love you. We love you. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Okay. So by watching my readings, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. If I talk about anything in the realms of legal, follow up with a lawyer. If I talk about anything in the realms of health, if you feel like it resonates, follow up with a doctor, okay? So that you're being responsible with the energy. All right, so I'm going to talk about, hold on, let me straighten this. It looks like not straight to me. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, no bullying me, no bullying anybody in the chat, no bullying anybody in the comments. Everybody's allowed to have their own perspective here, but what's not allowed is religious condemning and religious bullying or any type of bullying. Let me just not just say religious, but any type of bullying. Okay. Make sure that I have my quotes up in case anybody does play games. So, all right, you guys, we're going to talk about two books. The links to these books are in the description box below. The first book is The Truth of God. It's an advanced intuitive living workbook. This book has changed my life. You guys will see me use different techniques throughout the reading, and the techniques that I'm using come from this book. So, like, I'm throwing you guys a bone. I'm not getting paid to promote this. I'm literally telling you where my source material comes from. I've always had gifts and abilities, but I didn't always have a connection to God, my higher self. I didn't always have that. So using the techniques in this book has established that. And since I've had access to this knowledge, my life has gotten significantly better. Okay, the only time I run into problems is if I forget to like ask questions, or I don't ask the right question, or I don't check compatibility. So in this book, there's many techniques that are going to help you guys. The first technique is the God technique, which gives you the ability to raise yourself out of your ego so you can look out through the eyes of God, source, so you can see things as they actually are. This gives you the ability to rise above whatever's going on, okay? The second technique is the joy versus anger technique. That technique works on clairsentience, which is the gift that everybody has, which is like a gut feeling. And so it develops a yes and no answering system with your higher self, God, so that you can ask immediate questions and get an immediate answer back, so that you're not having to say a prayer and wait for a response or whatever, okay? It's asking immediate. It's always being in communication with your higher self. And then the 1 to 10 method is one that you'll see me use as well, where I'm looking at a situation on the scale of 1 being the lowest compatible, 10 being the highest, where it shows up in that compatibility. You'll see me use that as well. And then the mind technique. The mind technique is a very important technique. It gives you the ability to clear the mental and emotional baggage that you're dragging around with you that's creating and influencing the experiences that you're experiencing. So by being able to do that, by using the techniques in this book, you should have no problem getting rid of demons, getting rid of negative energy. Okay, with using the techniques in this book, you should be able to rise above whatever it is and then get rid of the thoughts and belief that caused it and not continue to create the same situation. You should be able to avoid tragedy. Again, like I was saying, the only time I run into things that I don't like is if I forget to ask or I don't ask the right question. And then, I may have an experience that doesn't feel good. But anytime something doesn't feel good, I'm always using those techniques consistently with my other abilities that I was born with. So check out the link to that book, you guys. It's in the description box below. Also, the link to this deck, the original Rider-Waite, Ryderwaite, the link to this deck with the description on the cards is in the description box below. And the book that I've written, but I didn't write it by myself. I wrote it with God, the Holy Spirit, and Vassago. Vassago is a very in high demand Ars Goetia spirit that maps human consciousness and basically is a spirit that works with tarot and divination. So the thing about tarot, why it's so relevant, is because throughout your lifetime as a person, you'll go through either being in every single position that the tarot cards are, or you'll have an experience with somebody or with something that's in this position, in one of these positions. So that's how it maps human consciousness. So we have created, because I did not have anybody to teach me to learn to read cards. I had to literally just learn by myself. And I wasn't given the original source material, the original Rider-Waite. All of the other decks that exist that are out there, like this Santa Muerte deck, they come off of the original Rider-Waite. So if you learn how to interpret and read the original Rider-Waite, you can go to any specialty deck, and when they give you abstract pictures, you'll know what the card interpretation is. Okay, so we have written Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells, and it starts off with a prayer that you do before every reading, invoking God and the Holy Spirit. And then this book is going to teach you how to read cards for yourself and for other people. So it starts off with the 14 Zodiac Tarot Card Spread with 2 positions in it. One position, you're going to pull 2 cards for each position. One will be your south node, one will be your north node. And then your south node is where your ego's at. Your north node is where your destiny's at. And then the Psychic Tarot Zodiac spell for that is to connect with one's destiny. So I'll read a little bit from one of these tarot card spreads. So the tarot card spreads in this book are based off of the major arcana cards, which are the major transitions. And let's see. Then they have a little spell that you do with them, that you work with the card, and it helps to integrate the major arcana energies into your life. So I'm going to read from let's see. I'll read from the Devil. Okay, so the Devil Tarot card spread. So I'll read a little bit about the Devil card, and then you'll understand how this book works. You can use these tarot card spreads and spells as many times as you want. In fact, I use them quite often to figure out things about my own journey, and then I use them, and they become stronger and stronger and stronger every time I use them. Okay. So here's the Devil card. This is what it looks like. The Devil card. Number 15, answer is no, zodiac is Capricorn. The Devil denotes a greedy, materialistic, and selfish person, someone who has disregard for others. There is a warning to beware of someone who seeks to manipulate or control you. It represents a negative influence. The Devil card can tell you that you are stuck in an unhealthy or bad situation. This is the card of sexual perversity, sexual addiction, overspending, substance abuse, and dark secrets. This tarot card reminds you to judge people by their values, not by their outside appearance. So I'm going to read position 5, which has to do with the chains that you're seeing linking to the people here. So the chains that lock in the man and the woman together with the devil represent the limiting beliefs that bind one to negative patterns. In the card that you pull for this position, you may see some limiting beliefs or outdated ways of thinking that you had bought into. The chains represents beliefs that bind one to the past. If you pull the Devil Tarot card for this position, you will know that you are stuck in spiritual bondage and that you need to do a cleansing on yourself and your surroundings. If there is any negative, unjustified karma that needs to be worked through, then you may pull a yes answer tarot card for this position. Every tarot card has a yes and no answer. The Devil Tarot card spells to overcome the South Node, lower self. And then I'm going to read in the back of the book. I've created a compendium of knowledge. Welcome everybody coming into the chat. Of what it could mean when you start to pull more than one of the major arcana cards out, one next to each other. Okay, so the Devil card indicates a vindictive, manipulative person who is steadily consuming the 7 deadly sins. The Devil indicates a negative influence or a negative entity being present. If you pull the Devil Tarot card either before or behind any other card, it could indicate that a negative intention is the underlying problem in the card that is pulled. When the devil is a person, that person is demonically possessed. The devil in the reverse could indicate a scam, such as fraud or identity theft, that could be at play in relation to you. The devil in the reverse predicts violence, damage, deceit, destruction, damnation, cruelty, sadism, aggression, and debt with the devil. If you pull the Devil card in the reverse, it could indicate that someone still owes the devil and that trouble will only end after the debt is paid, with the devil is paid. The Devil card in the reverse shows you someone or something at its very lowest state, money troubles and major loss to whoever has made a contract with the devil. It can also indicate that an offering or a sacrifice to the devil is rejected by the spiritual realm. As a side note, I would like to say that Vassago and I do not condone any form of sacrifice or offering to the devil. Do not think that you can sell your soul for anything, for you do not own your own soul. The Most High God who made your soul does. So you cannot sell what does not belong to you. However, the physical flesh will fade away with time, and both the flesh, which is corruptible, and time, which is also corruptible, are forces that the Most High God has control over. It is all part of the Most High God's creation. Do not fall into the trap of selling your soul, because it will majorly backfire for you. In the end of days, which is where we are, you cannot afford to make these types of mistakes. So heed my warning and harm none. Okay, so check this book out, you guys. Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. It's life-changing. You guys are going to love it. And it's going to help you guys learn to read cards for yourself and for other people. And like I said, it just brings about a lot of clarity. So I hope everybody is having a good day. And I suggest that you guys watch all of the readings on both platforms. I have another platform called Astraea Love, Astraea Love. On that platform, I can accept personal questions. $20 super chats per question. So I guess we are going to start with the original Rider-Waite. So let me just make sure that these are all in the upright. I never start a reading with any of the cards in the reverse. Because I always know that, like, if it's meant to be in the reverse, it will come out and it'll flip in the reverse. So when I first started doing readings, I did not know about tarot cards. I would just sit there with a piece of paper and I would write down, like, whatever I picked up, like, from the person before they even came into the appointment. And then we would talk about everything on the list. And then when I was, you know, became aware of tarot cards, I didn't even start with the original Rider-Waite. So I feel like you guys getting the why this tarot book is so much superior to other tarot books is because it actually guides you. And it gives you like double, triple confirmation, and it helps you to understand and learn the energies behind the cards and what it could mean. That way you have a guide with you, you know, not just a spirit guide, but you have an actual physical guide, you know, and it's working with the major arcana cards, which are the major transitions. Okay, so I don't know if somebody is trying to unroot you, because I just felt some burning in my feet, and I don't have like neuropathy or any type of weird shit. So somebody could be trying to mess with your roots. They could be trying to unroot you. Somebody doesn't want you in something. I get that the truth is out about somebody and they just don't like it. Maybe they were like deceiving people for a time. I mean, obviously not successfully if the truth is out now. And this goes beyond just what's happening with celebrities. This is like major exposure. You could have had somebody that was very close to you just recently become exposed. If you guys could like the video, share the video, tap the notification bell, make sure you're subscribed. It would really greatly help me, you guys. And I would appreciate it so much. So yeah, so I guess we'll see. Also, whoever keeps trying to send hexes and curses to you, to me, to this platform, I call judgment on them. This is basically fucking over. And that's not me judging them. That's me asking that the universe, the divine realm, and that God judge these people, because I'm tired of the energy being sent. And I shouldn't have to, like, I'm here to help the general public. I should not have to go through shit. Like, and when I go through shit and it's basically unneeded because it's coming through the internet, I will literally bring in everything in the spiritual realm and I will inform it about what's going on, and whoever's doing it, they will be fucking stopped. So just know that. And it'll come back on them a billion-fold, because unlike God, I don't have mercy for people that continue to attack me. I don't have any more patience with people, and I don't have any more mercy for people. If they want to fuck around and find out that God is real that way, then they can fuck around and find out that God is real that way. But yeah, the continual projection of shit onto other people, it needs to stop. And these people, all they have to do is not watch me. All they have to do is not watch you. I don't know, why they feel so personally like you are to blame for something, but you've not done anything to these people. And I will ask for exactly whatever the fuck they are trying to do to you. I am asking the universe to do it to them. Whatever they don't want you to have, they are not going to have. Whatever they keep trying to block you from, they're going to be blocked from. These people don't want you having love. They don't want you having clothes. They don't want you having food. They don't want you having a home. They're not going to have any of those fucking things. And I will make sure, damn sure, that everything in the heavens and in every fucking different hell that exists, I'll make sure that everything knows about these people. Intimately. Knows where they're at, knows what they're doing, knows what they've been up to. I'm serious about that. I'll make sure that every fucking thing in all of God's creation, including God itself, knows about these people. And then everything in creation can do whatever it wants to do. But yeah, I'm tired of people and I'm tired of their bullshit. And I feel like you are too. 9 of Wands. I'm tired of people trying to fucking permanently wound you when you've not done anything. It's fine for all of these disgusting PDF files to be running around in the Epstein files doing all this disgusting, horrific bullshit. But you got a few people on this planet that do right by people. And then here comes this jealous, evil eye bullshit trying to tear people down. No, those people are going to fall on their dumbass fucking faces. It's inevitable. Knight of Wands in the reverse. This piece of shit. I have no compassion for these people. I've just ran out. Like, after you get attacked for so fucking long, you just run out of compassion for people that don't even deserve fucking any type of kindness whatsoever. I don't care what their situation is. I do not give a fuck. Nobody's ever cared about my situation. Why would I care about somebody else's situation when all they do is cause suffering to other people? Secondly, this person, this Knight of Wands in the reverse, is somebody that's under 40. They have emotional problems, cannot commit. They're dangerous, cocky, keeps dark secrets, can be extremely cruel and abusive. This person's already going to hell. They're going to live the rest of their life a miserable prick because they were born that way. They were born to losing ass motherfucking people, okay? To bad genetics. Eight of cups. This person has to walk away from trying to betray you. And like I said, Archangel Michael, handle this person. Boot them the fuck out of the energy. They don't need to be here. In fact, this person's not even serving any type of purpose here on this planet. It's not my it's not my duty to call judgment on people. If I have to get to a point where I'm like, dude, enough is fucking enough. Already do something about this fucking person. Then they've already done beyond way the fuck too much. For me to have to even speak about it, this person has done the fuck too much. And they need to be put in their place or removed off the face of the earth. They can go to another fucking planet. They can go to hell. They can go to any other fucking place other than where you are and other than where I am. Okay? They can go anywhere else. And I don't care. Because once this person is removed from the energy, I don't care about them. I don't think about them. They're not continually trying to fucking hurt and harm me or you. And this is why I am irritated with this energy. Like, you have got to be kidding me. They see you doing something good for somebody else, so they feel like, oh, that person's easy. I'm going to just come in and break them. They're going to die trying. And they're going to have to walk away like the little pussy-ass bitch that they already are, being a grown-ass fucking man, not able to get their shit together. I don't have any compassion for these fucking losers. I really don't. This person treats women like they're objects. So, you know, this person can be treated like a fucking object. I really don't care what happens to them. But they're going to get the fuck away from you. And they're going to get the fuck away from me. And they're going to stay off my platform and stop trying to send hexes and curses through the fucking internet. This person's stupid. You know, they could have just gotten fired or let go from a position because they're not needed. This person thinks that they should be in your position. They think that they should be getting royalties off of you, pimping you out. This person's fucking disgusting. I'm disgusted with them I can't even consider this person to actually be a human. There is nothing humane about this person. They would fucking sell you into slavery as a sex slave the moment that they fucking got ready. I can guarantee that. This person had connections like that, you would already been abducted and sold. And this is why I have no compassion for them. I don't care. I don't care what their fucking excuse is. I don't give a fuck what their childhood trauma is. I really do not care. I don't care. They need to grow up and move the fuck on and stop trying to victimize other people. If they don't want to be made a victim, they should be leaving the Empress alone. Because I bet that y'all have not done anything to this person. Delusions. This person's got a bad attitude. You don't have a bad attitude. This person does. This person is a disgusting sadist. They're disgusting. They also have a STD that they need to keep the fuck to themselves. Because I guarantee if this person goes around sticking their D in everything else, they're going to be pulled into court on giving an uncurable STD knowingly to other people. That's how disgusting this person is. This is why I just have no compassion. It's like, enough. And this is why God is greater. Our higher selves are greater than what we can even fathom when it comes to love. Because this person is even loved by God. God loves everybody. If I was God, I would have pulled my love away from this person the first time they abused somebody, so that they knew immediately that that was not the right action to do. But this person's just going to continue on through life, leading a trail of victims and bloodied bodies behind them. That's the type of person that they are. They don't care who they hurt, and they don't give a fuck about God. This person does not love anything other than themselves. They don't. They need to relocate. This person also has to pay money back. They owe the devil. I knew that there was some really shady ass shit going on here. This person owes Satan. Also, magician in the reverse. This is what I was saying about their fucking bullshit black magic. Right the fuck back at them with the powers of heaven and the powers of creation and the powers of God, which is greater than black fucking magic. Pathetic. This person probably owes a practitioner, somebody that does practice black magic. They probably owe payments to this witch or warlock, and this witch and warlock is about to fucking pass away. This is why you should just not do witchcraft on people. The spells in Vassago tarot card spreads and spells are only for you to advance yourself, like with God and the Holy Spirit, so it's guided. It's not, oh, say an incantation on somebody and fuck with their free will. Absolutely not. That is 100% a violation of spiritual law, and it's abusive. And this person is an abuser. When it says cruel and abusive, that is their temperament. Okay, this person thinks it's okay to beat up on whoever the fuck they want. They think it's okay to steal from whoever they want. They think it's okay to copy whoever they want. They think it's okay to jump from job to job so they don't have to pay no child support for all these children that they keep creating. This person is like a disease, and they need to be eradicated from the community before they infect anything else. I think this person's dumb enough to think that this magician can like transfer herpes onto you and give them your health or something. Just disgusting. This person is such a fucking loser. They don't pay their bills. They pay a practitioner. And then they think that this magician in the reverse is going to be able to make all of these other problems that could be solved by just paying your bills and minding your business and like going to a doctor and getting therapy. This person could have their problems answered, but they serve this. So they're going to continue to be up shit's creek without a paddle. And they want you to be uprooted, booted out, not given support, not given shelter. I'm sorry, but when it comes to who should be supported and who shouldn't, the community and the general population of America should be concerned for the welfare of women. Without women, there will not be a future generation. And so this continual disregard for women is ridiculous. It's disgusting. I'm literally hearing fucking sirens right now. And I live in a place where that hardly never happens. So this person is caught the fuck up. Like I said, when they get to fucking with my collective or fucking with me in any type of way, I have no problem informing everything that exists in hell and in heaven and in the spiritual realm and everywhere else about this person and their plans and this evil magician that's attached to the devil. I have no problem with that. In fact, I'll tell the devil itself what the fuck's going on, because most of the time the devil is just an energy that people are using. It's not even something that's like, oh, okay, hold on. Let me just reassess the situation. Let me see what's going on here. I'll be like, excuse me, Mr. Diablo, this Knight of Wands in the reverse continues to attack the divine feminine of the planet that everything in existence needs. And this devil has no problem betraying every person that gives themselves up to the devil. But I will tell you that this devil energy is not going to give this person fame. First of all, fame for what? They've never done anything. This person would not know a actual work. They don't do any work. Like, how can you sit around and expect to be successful and financially wealthy when you're giving all of your money to a practitioner to do devil magic? They're trying to steal fame and fortune from the Empress. And I call everything back. For you and for me, I call it all back. Everything that's meant for us will never be taken. People can try, they can try to pry it out of our hands. But again, they're going to be sitting there having a backfire continuously for the rest of fucking existence, until they decide to change their ways. Then I'll show compassion. But until then, no, absolutely not. Cutthroat. I'll be as cutthroat as the devil is. There is no compassion. Not for people like this. Not for people that sacrifice children. Not for people that try to put other people in poverty, try to put other people in debt. Not for people that spread STDs without caring. Not for people that don't want to work, that, oh, they feel like they're wounded. Okay, that's their fault that they, don't use protection and sleep with everyone. The fuck does that have to do with you? And it's okay for me to not have compassion. Like I said, God is greater than all of us. Our higher selves, they actually are more compassionate. I just, I get tired of being oppressed. I get tired of being attacked. And I get tired of picking up on the same bullshit over and over again. And eventually, like, if you think of it this way, if you had the abilities that I do and you see the same fucking thing, the same abuse happening every single day to the same type of people, you would eventually want to speak up about it and be like, nah, this needs to end. It's over. All of these magicians that think it's okay to do black magic on people, to make voodoo dolls of them, to stab them, to do all this shit, these people will be killed by the devil. These people think that they can control the devil. That's where they got things fucked up. They don't have power over the devil because they don't have power over themselves. These people are completely weak-minded and self-centered and living in the 7 deadly sins. And it's only a deadly sin when you do too much of it. And you don't use it wisely. This person wants you to be all fucked up, not have any type of thing going for you. And that's just not what's going to happen. And literally keep going, you guys. Don't give up on yourself. Don't let this piece of shit, because that's exactly what they are, is a literal walking turd. Don't let this fucking human, this less than a human, because I can't even consider this person to actually be a real fucking human. But don't let this person make you feel like you don't have a place in this world and you can't succeed. No, there is no room for this person's bullshit. It's over. And they need to be worried about paying this payment to their practitioner, because you know what happens when you don't pay your practitioner? The practitioner will take all of that fucking work that was being done on an innocent person and they'll put it on the person that's not paying them anymore, because the practitioner has to give offerings to these spirits for the spirits to do the work. The practitioner can't do no magic. They work with spirits that can. That's a big difference. It's transactional. And when this person no longer can't be used by the devil or by this magician, what do you think is going to happen? The devil is going to turn on these people and do them in. I feel like you guys are going to be abundantly blessed. Whoever keeps trying to oppress us is going to basically suffer the same consequences. They're going to be oppressed. They're going to be losing in the future. And in the present moment, these people have already lost. The fact that they chose to align themselves with the devil is dumb enough. That's stupid as fuck. You have to be aware that the devil does not owe anybody loyalty. Devil couldn't even be loyal to God. How is it going to be loyal to this person? Think of it that way. 2 of Pentacles. You could be getting some good news that this stalking ass piece of shit, loser motherfucker that keeps trying to attack you is no longer able to. You could literally get news that, oh, somebody's in jail. Somebody's died and gone to hell. Somebody has to make payments to you. This person continues to do the same thing over and over again. What they do is they get a job, then they leave that job the moment that they get subpoenaed to find out how much they make to pay this child support. Then they go and they get a job under the table and they try to stay hidden. No, this exposed ass motherfucker is having to walk away from a relationship and a job looking guilty. They're not able to blame you. They're not able to make you a sacrifice. They're not able to force you to do anything for them, because you are not this person that can be easily stepped on like they think. This person is a dumbass. In fact, even this magician is fucking stupid, because all this shit is going to end up coming back to them. And when this magician tries to say, oh, I'm sorry, God, I didn't know, the fuck bullshit. This person absolutely knew. They just didn't care. They saw dollar signs instead of a human life. And there will be no mercy for these people. They may cry out forever. They may cry out to the beyond when time is over. They may be still crying out then. Do you think anything is going to come forward and fucking help these people? No, absolutely not. These people don't have protection. This Knight of Wands does not have protection. This magician in the reverse was not able to give the Knight of Wands protection, and the devil is not protecting this magician in the reverse. So, like I said, these people are not protected. They think you're not protected, but you're over here winning. Wow, you helped raise your sister's kids and their dads were just that. Exactly. Losers. Sorry excuses. And I feel like the women on this planet, I feel like we should be preserved. I really do. I really do. I feel like there should be, like, just how welfare was created for melanated people, I feel like there should be welfare for women and children, and that needs to be the main priority. Because these men have no problem fucking this planet up. They have no problem being in positions of power and destroying and ruining everything. They have no problem with that. These people had no problem using black magic on somebody that was never doing anything. Not anything to deserve to have magic done on them. I also would just be like, God, show me who this person is. Show me who they are. Reveal them to me. Make it come to my awareness and show me what I need to do to cut cords, to cleanse energy, to get this person, boot this person out of my energy. I don't want them having access to me. If this person's watching me online, whatever they're doing, they need to be stopped. Because there will be something like the squeaky, what is it? The squeaky wheel gets the oil or whatever. It's something like that. The more that you complain about the injustices that this person is doing and has been doing, the more that everything in the universe and everything in creation is going to listen. And the more bad information that this Knight of Wands continually gives to this magician, these people are fucked. They're not only going to hell, they're bound to the devil, but they're like legitimately, they're screwed. These people owe. They owe Satan. And this magician, the moment that they can't get the money from the Knight of Wands, this magician is going to turn this Knight of Wands into a puppet. Literally. Possibly even make a doll of them. But yeah, it's going to definitely be like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't pay you, Mr. Devil. Go to the Knight of Wands. They're the one that stopped paying me. That's exactly what these magicians do. This is why they cannot be trusted. Anybody that's going to be a magician in the reverse is not somebody that can stand in their power. They only feel powerful when the devil's representing them. And let the devil represent these people in court, because that's where they're headed. The moon. This is what I'm saying. Hidden enemies. These people were being tested. They failed the test. They fail everything. Bad luck for them. And this is why you can't have bad luck ass people around you. Anytime I pick up on that, I'm like, God, show me who these people are. Show me what I need to do to be free of it. And sometimes all you guys need to do is just get a new phone number, get a new email address, change something. It could be cleansing. It could be taking a spiritual bath. It could be praying more. You know, your prayers will do a lot more to this person than their witchcraft. Knight of Pentacles. This person is trying to use you to get back on their feet. And I'm so over this energy, and I'm just disgusted with men. The way that they use women, I'm disgusted. Like, this is pathetic. Not all people are like this, though. It's just a rare, special breed of fucked up, probably incestual disgustingness that causes people to be like this. Or maybe it's the STD taking over their brain or some shit. But I can guarantee that not every man is like this. In fact, I know certain men that are not like this at all. This person, I can't even call them a man. They're just a masculine energy. But yeah, they're trying to use you, the moon, the devil, and this magician to get back on their feet. This person is going to be put so fucking low on the totem pole. They're not even going to mark anywhere. Like, I'm serious. It won't even be registered as a living being. They're going to be brought so fucking low. And whatever they have that they think that they can use against you, they don't have. Like I said, the devil is a liar and a betrayer. What is the devil known for? Lies, murder, death, rape, betrayal, theft. That's what the devil is known for. So why these people think that the devil is not going to be the devil towards them is very strange to me. And I don't even have bad feeling. I don't even believe in a traditional devil. This is probably just some hoodoo, voodoo, weird ass shit that people are into, that they're misusing spiritual practices, and it will catch up with them. These people wanted to bring down such terror onto your life for no reason. That is like crazy to me. How somebody could feel justified to attack an innocent person, and all you could have just walked away from this person and said, yeah, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to hear from you. Every time you message me, you fuck my life up for the next 2 weeks. I'm sick, or I have something going on with me where I can't get better. You need to stay the fuck away. And this person is being told this by many people. Many people are being like, bro, every time you come around me and my girl leaves me. Every time you come around me and my job, I get fired. Every time you come around, I lose something. You destiny swapping, disgusting fucking thief. Goddamn rat. Literally. People are like noticing that every time that this Knight of Wands in the reverse comes around somebody, that person begins to lose things. And this Knight of Wands gains them, but only temporarily, because the shit doesn't belong to them, so they can't hold on to it. So it's like, you just need to be okay with telling people to stay away from you. And if they can't respect your peace enough to stay out of your energy, then that shows a lot about their character. If somebody was like, I don't want you around, do you think that I would continually go around that person? No, I would leave them the fuck alone. And I would, pray for them to get better. Or I would pray for it to be severed, no more connection, for it to be just done and over. Which is exactly what I pray with this motherfucker. I pray that everything that they have ill-wished, every evil genie that they've used against you, every evil witchcraft spell they've done on you, I pray that it happens to them. I just pray that in equal measure, whatever they're doing to others happens to them, so that they have to actually go through it themselves, so that they can understand that what they were doing was wrong. Because until this person suffers the same things that they put you through, they're not going to understand the effects of witchcraft. They're not going to understand what it's like to be perpetually put up under spell work. They don't understand that, because this person is the one that's having it done. They're not going to understand until they're buried under the jail how bad they were hurting and harming you. 7 of Swords. They know that there's only one way to move forward from this. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. There's only one way to move forward, and it's to leave you alone. All the other answers that this person's going to come up with what needs to be done, because they don't have the money to pay this witchcraft practitioner, every single one of those answers is incorrect. All they need to do is leave you alone. Leave you be. Why can't people just let other people live their lives in peace? This person is not a part of your journey. They're not a part of your higher timeline. This person's not a part of your destiny. And I don't care how bad they want to be. The devil does not control destinies. God does. These people are very selfish. They bring dishonor and shame to themselves and to everything around them. And people know that they're demonic. This person's own family doesn't even want them around. And they think that people make when they assume things about you, you guys, when people take it upon themselves, not even knowing you like that, not even intimately knowing you, maybe you talk to this person for a week or something. Now they think their narcissistic ass thinks they know everything about you. This is where they get things really fucked up. They go bring all this false information. Welcome in, Fashionista, to this magician in the reverse. And the magician in the reverse actually believes this person. And so they start doing spell work on what this person has said about you. And the reason that it doesn't stick, or it only lasts for 24 fucking hours or even less, is because you are not what these people think you are. You are not what they've said about you. And you need to understand and not identify with what people label you as. I feel like somebody said that you were a bimbo. Like, stupid shit. Seriously. For these people don't fucking know you. And they definitely did not do any type of, this is why I know that these are narcissists. They didn't do any type of investigation like, oh, should I be attacking this person? Oh, is this person even what I think they are? Because once they find out that you're an earth angel, which I'm pretty sure they already do know, they're going to be like, oh, fuck. Now we're all in trouble. Everybody. And you cannot use the moon to kill another person. It's not possible. You can't even swap destinies with somebody. Why would anybody even want to do that? This is why I feel like all of this witchcraft stuff is doing everybody a discredit. It really is. It's making people delusional, and so is religious psychosis. And I'm not saying that these people are religious, but they are demonic. They do spells on other people. Chants, staying up all night, doing weird shit that doesn't need to be done. Like, completely could be avoided. I also get that, like, you know, all these universal laws and all of these, you know, yeah, universal laws that have been broken, that's going to come back on these people. And everybody that was involved in this is going to take a hit. They all will. Every single person involved in trying to destroy an innocent person is going to take a hit. Okay? And as many victims as they made, these people will be put in the position of being the victim for the rest of their life until they get themselves out of it. Just like you had to get yourself free from this witchcraft, these people are going to have to figure it the fuck out on their own. And they're not going to have God showing up for them. And it's not to say that God doesn't love them. It's just God's not going to back these people in their bullshit. Fool in the reverse. This is what I'm saying. They're childlike in some ways. Whose fault is that? Somebody needs to go find this person's parent and slap the shit out of them. I'm serious. For the abomination that they allowed to come out of their fucking womb. They should be fucking charged with a crime for creating this person and then not raising it correctly. Yeah, these people are worried about being blocked. That should be the least of their worries. I would more be worried about this magician and this devil turning on this person at any given moment. That's what I would be afraid of if I was them. But again, these people clearly are not intelligent. Like, they're just not. These people, yeah, they don't recognize the danger that they're in. And this is why I feel like them being worried about being blocked is probably the least of their worries. They need to be more worried about this magician and this devil putting the juju, or whatever you want to call it, the work on this other person, because that energy has got to go somewhere. And it can't be created or destroyed, but it can be manipulated. And this devil is not going to force it down your throat or hurt and harm you, because you cannot be touched. You've already been anointed. This devil knows that. And if it didn't, it knows now. Yeah, these people are close to ruin with their crazy decisions, because it is crazy to take when this person doesn't even have enough money to pay their rent, and they take half of that money to a witchcraft practitioner to continually have work done on somebody else. That is crazy, reckless decisions. This is why this person's not going to have a home in the future. Foolish choices. And I'm sure that this magician in the reverse has tried to deceive this person. But again, this magician in the reverse, they're going to suffer the same consequences of whatever this spell work is. And I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about these people. I don't care about them going to hell. I would not even fucking say a prayer for these people. I pray that they come to God and find Jesus and find God and within themselves. That's what I hope for them. Because if they were to do that, if they were to actually gain a divine connection with their higher self, I think they would be more in alignment with leaving you alone. And that's basically all that we're asking for. And you know what? This person may be like, oh, how dare they ask for what I'm doing to them to be done to me? Like, no, that's the law of attraction. That's universal law. What you send out, you will get back. What you do to another person will happen to you. And so these people, us asking for justice and for peace, that's us. If we have to protect ourselves from people that like this, then I'm sorry, they're going to have to be wiped off the face of the earth. Because it's more important for the people who are in alignment with their assignment, doing what God has asked them to do, doing what they're inspired to do, and helping themselves and helping others. It's more important for those people to continue to live than it is for these people to get a come up off of somebody else. These people don't need fame. What are they going to do with fame? They're already an abusive piece of shit. Their egos, these people's egos are straight up the problem. Like, they need to go through an ego death and realize that there is something more than just witchcraft and the devil. I'm serious. All these people need to go through an ego death, and they need to stop preying upon women. And if you are a woman, stop giving to these people. Know who is for you and know who is not for you. Ask God to show you. Ask your discernment to come through, because this person is banking on you helping them or you being available to be put up under a spell by this warlock person. I'm serious. These people are putting their trust and faith and hope in witchcraft and in the devil, which the devil is known. The devil rebelled against God. The devil's not loyal to anybody. That's obvious. That's clear. Like, they're waiting for the devil to do something that the devil's not going to do. And they think that you're just sitting around dreaming about them. You don't even fucking think about this person. And you may be a kind, nurturing person, but when people push you too far and you turn into Sekhmet or Goddess Durga, you're going to take people's fucking head off. Kali Ma type shit. Like, seriously. And then these people, you can't really be blamed for that, for defending yourself off of a reaction. That's called self-defense. If you have to take somebody's fucking ego right off of their body to show them that they're being an idiot, then so be it. And that's what Kali Ma does when she's cut Shiva's head off. There's a whole story behind that, by the way. But yeah. You are not just this like delicate, soft, kind person that's going to be like, oh, okay, do a spell on me, make me love you. Like, what is wrong with these people? Thinking that you don't have self-preservation is psychotic. Page of Pentacles. You are here, like, you guys could have children or you could be getting ready to have children. This person, like I said, they need to be focused on paying their fucking child support instead of paying this practitioner. And if this is a baby dad or baby mama or whatever that you have going on that's in this energy, they need to seriously be focused. Instead of paying this witchcraft person, they need to be paying their bills and they need to be paying child support. Okay, because there should be no reason that children go unsupported because this person can't get their shit together. They should have never had children. I'm serious. And first of all, they were a bad seed themselves. That's why you have to really be careful who you have children with so that you don't bring demonic individuals into this world. people that have conditions that cause them to be so mentally fucking retarded that they can't see what's clearly being put right in front of their face. They don't have the intellectual skills to understand and discern shit. And this is what this person has done. Not only by not focusing on God, this person thinks that they're God. And we all are God. All of our higher selves is God. However, I'm not your God. You're not my God. We can be God for ourselves because we have our own connection to God. This person is not your God. You're never going to bow down and fucking worship them. Like, seriously. They need to get it together. And some people are like, oh, she's so angry. You pretty much look like a Queen of Cups. You look like somebody who's a nurturer. You look like somebody who doesn't abuse children. You raise people correctly. So they can say whatever they want. But like I said, these people are stupid. And everything that they've ever invested in is going to come to nothing. There will be no fruits for these people in the future. 8 of Wands. And it doesn't matter how many crossroads they go to, these people will still lose. It's literally part of their purpose to fucking lose. Since they don't want to do the right thing, they need to just go away. That's all they need to do is get out of your energy. Because either way, you have to look at it like this. Either way, if you have to cry out to God, you will be delivered because you have done nothing to deserve this type of shit. And literally, you know, this person, I don't care what they bring to the crossroads. I don't care what they offer up. I don't care what their sacrifice is. None of it is good enough. None of it is a good enough sacrifice for you to be put in a position to where you're going to suffer. And this person feels like they need to beat you down, break you down, turn you into less than nothing, walk all over you so that you'll accept them. You'll never, this person could be the last other living being on this fucking earth and you would still not accept a dumbass. You would, I would rather fuck an alien than fuck this person. I'm serious. A dragon or some shit. I'm marrying the dragon. Sorry, bro. I'm gonna go another way. I will find something else. Like, seriously, this person could be the last person on the face of the earth and you still would never choose them to have no child with, to have no relationship with, because you know that they're disgusting and toxic and you wouldn't be able to stand this person's energy. And I feel like they're very demonically possessed. This person does not have anything within them that is good. They do have a connection to God, but they believe that they are God in a narcissistic way, not in, oh, like there's oneness. Not, this person doesn't believe in oneness. They believe that they are the one. And they're about to be shown in the worst way possible. Let's get the likes up, you guys, that they are not. It's funny. There's probably so many times that you could have laughed at this person when they failed, bumping their head, trying to do the same stupid shit like an insane person that they are, which I think has to do with incest in their bloodline, with them being so retarded to the point where they keep making the same fucked up choices and it turns out exactly the same. Like, at some point, these people will get tired of that, you know? But I don't feel like you should have to suffer for this person to understand that some people should just be left alone. Queen of Pentacles. This person's trying to get back on their feet by taking from you. And that is absolutely fuck no. I don't care what they think that you have. You're not giving it to them. The devil can't take it. The devil can't force it out of your hands. And I feel like these people just need to get past it. Because they will be extracted and removed from your energy. And then when you make the wish, whatever your wish is to be freed of these people in this situation, boom, in comes a whole transformation. And if this was somebody, like, I don't have children, but if I had a child with somebody like this, I would do everything in my power to get 100% custody of that child, and I would move to another place on the earth with that kid and find somebody else to be a replacement parent. Because this person should never be around children. They give me disgusting vibes. Like, they should not even be. And like, literally, sometimes, like, I'm so thankful that I was adopted. Sometimes having a replacement parent is 100% the answer to whatever this is. Not being around the original parent is going to cause a lot of trauma to not occur. And then whatever genetics that were passed down, this is why you just need to be careful who you sleep with, who you allow in your bed, who you allow in your head, who you allow in your heart. Be aware of that. And if you can't stop thinking about somebody, if you are on compulsion mode, if you get really angry or jealous over someone, maybe you should start asking questions like, has this person put me up under any spell work? Does this person know about spiritual methods that I'm not aware of? Do they go to witchcraft practitioners? That's, if you were to not be able to let go of somebody, I would be like, am I under a fucking spell? Why can't I let go of this person that's clearly not good for me? Like, you should be able to release people that are no longer good for you, whether you have any type of familial bond or anything. If they're not for your highest and best good, they're not to be in your life. The Hierophant. Like I said, I would do everything in my power as a parent to keep my child safe from this person. And I feel like there's going to be a religion, a group of judges, whatever, that condemns these people. And this could be you getting custody, or you getting, an inheritance. This person, all they want is to come up off of your energy. They don't care what happens to you. This person does not care what has to happen to you for them to be able to have what they want. And they're never going to have what they want. These people can literally continue the rest of their life attempting to do this shit, and all it's going to do is lead them off a cliff. It really will. And God has tried to show this person over and over again that what they're doing is harming themselves and others, but they don't want to look at what's right in front of their face, which is crazy to me, how you can deny when the universe is bringing you the effects, literally, of the evil that you're doing. Four of Pentacles. This person thinks that they can destroy what you, like, when I felt that burning with my feet, that somebody was trying to light your roots on fire and uproot you and uproot your gifts out of your body and shit like that, it's not possible. They can't take this spiritual inheritance that you have, and they can't unroot you. You're connected to God. What are they going to do about that? The core root of who you are is God. It's divine. What are these people going to do about that? Nothing. They're going to continue to try, and they're going to fail. And then this magician at some point will be like, well, what, this magic's not working. It's been reversed and put back on us. So what is it that you've been lying to me about? What have you been telling me that's not in alignment with the truth? Because this magic should work on fucking anyone. Why is it not working on the collective? What have you not told me about this person? I bet that this Knight of Wands in the reverse did not say anything about you being a divine being. They didn't say anything about you being a light worker, an earth angel, a star seed. They didn't say anything about that. They didn't care to even mention the fact that you come from a bloodline of star people. They didn't mention any of that. Because once this magician gets the work done on them, which is what the devil's going to do anyways, whether we pray or not, the devil is going to fuck these people over. That's what the devil does. Four of Swords. This is an end to a fight with these people. Sometimes you just have to, like, hold on and brace yourself, like, give yourself a hug, give yourself a pat on the back. Sometimes you just have to hold on and allow, it's kind of like going into light mode, or what is it called on Star Wars, where you go to light speed and it's like you're at regular speed and then boom, and then you go. You just have to hold on for a second, right? To go through that shift. These people need to just hold on to whatever they've got. Okay, and stop trying to sacrifice it. Nobody wants these bullshit sacrifices. Yeah, and you are, my dear, a wonderful person. This is why you're over here in the Wheel of Fortune with your gifts and abilities, sharing and helping other people. Do you think that if this person was given the same inheritance that you have, do you think that they would do anything? They would use it and abuse it to hurt others. They would not use any of these gifts and abilities to help anyone else. That's why they weren't given anything. And they can blame their losing ass mother and father for the reason why they exist in the state that they're in. And they should get a blood test done to see what percentage of incest they have in their bloodline as to why they are so fucked up. Because seriously, and also this person, they've made a lot of sacrifices to the devil. They've got a very dark attachment, They want to just like rub that off on you, thinking that it's possible. No, these are like binding agreements. They're binding things. When you go to work with the devil and these spirits, they bind themselves. They attach onto things that are living because they're not actually alive. They want to experience what it's like to have sex, to eat, to drink, to smile. And these spirits don't have a body to do that in. So when they get given the opportunity, they jump on the backs of these people and ride them into the future. And that's exactly what these spirits are going to do. But what they're not going to do is come for you. They're not going to change the trajectory of you being a successful person or you having your fate. This person wanted to stop you dead in your tracks, and everything that was yours starts going to them. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This person is not worthy, not of you, this person's not even worthy of having any type of relationship. They need to get right with God before they ever try to have a relationship. And they need to be mindful about what this disease is, that their penis is going to fall the fuck off. I guarantee it. This person doesn't realize it yet because they share this STD with everyone they come around. But their penis is going to fall off. So as far as spreading it to you, you are not stupid. You're not going to just sacrifice your future and be with somebody like this. You know better. You also listen to the signs. This person, all they had to do was listen to the signs, and follow the signs. That's all they had to do. But they wanted to follow the devil. Ace of Pentacles. This person seriously thinks that God is going to give them something that's yours. Delusions. This is probably like the best energy ever, you guys. The Wheel of Fortune and then the Ace of Pentacles. That is the best energy ever. This person, all they are is a pestilence. They're disgusting. I don't think any religion would want to take this person on. They're a major project. And you didn't even do anything to deserve this. You've been of assistance to many people. And like, what is this person going to do about that? They can't just switch the energy up and make it so that all of your virtuous energy comes to them. This person doesn't want to be virtuous. They want to continue to fuck people without condoms. They want to continue to have orgies. They want to continue to be disgusting and overeat, overdrink, overuse substances. They want to continue to be abusive. So again, they can't hold virtuous energy. To hold virtuous energy, you have to be in alignment with being virtuous. This person has no virtue within them. They don't do it. All they think about all day long is having sex with people, scheming, plotting, and stealing so that they can continue to thrive. Okay, that's all they do. They're not intelligent. Their brain does not have any other type of thoughts other than how am I going to make it to tomorrow? Who can I fuck over in my immediate vicinity? A neighbor, the person I'm sleeping with, a friend, an ex, somebody I see on the internet. This is how these people are. Who can I fuck over immediately so that I can continue to exist? These people do not see an end game. They don't see a bigger picture either. That's crazy. They act like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. And the universe, this person thinks that the universe is stupid and has no idea that this person's lying. The universe 100% knows. Yeah, the world. You're getting to move forward. You're getting to move on. You're getting to move away. It could be for your highest and best good to just change states, change cities, get away from this person. Shit, all they have to do is stop focusing on you and stop focusing on destruction, and things would start to get better for them. But all they do is focus on destroying things and death. That's all they focus on. So that's all they're going to attract. It's like, you know, there's no Hierophant group that can pull these people out of their satanic backfire sacrifice shit. Like, there's no religion on this planet that can remove this demonic attachment. These people have made long-lasting covenants. And again, if they want it broken, why are they going to go to an innocent third-party Hierophant group that has no idea that these people do witchcraft and align themselves with the devil? Like, this person's going to lie and say, oh, I've not done anything, even though they're weekly paying a fucking warlock. Weekly paying a witchcraft practitioner in the reverse to do devilment to others. Like, they're going to be like, I haven't done anything. I don't deserve this. Wah, wah, wah. It sounds like losing ass motherfucker. I have known people, well, I knew at least one person that was like this, that always blamed everybody else. And when I was around that person, I had continual fucking problems. When I say that, like, when I realized and I got rid of that person and got them out of my life and got them out of my energy and stopped caring about them, I realized that I didn't have problems like I thought I did. Every problem that I had was a problem that this motherfucker had. And I tried to help that person. You can only do so much. I would not help this person. I would not literally give them, first of all, nobody gets water in hell, but I would not give them anything. I would be like, you know what? Since you had such a problem with me living my life in peace, why don't you go take it up with the divine realm? See how far you get with that. Page of Cups. This person's like, I want nice things to give my children. I want to dress nice. I want to have the best clothes, the best this. I deserve the best. Okay, well, if you feel that way, why doesn't this person go get a fucking real job and not a job stealing from other people? I'm talking about an actual job, one where they actually do work. Why don't they go get a job and then provide that for their own child and for themselves? Why are they looking at you like a meal ticket? That's extremely disturbing. It's fucked up. 100% fucked up. For these people to look at you like you're the resource, no. It's because you represent God. You are like a reflection of God. So this person looks at you like you are the source. However, they have a source within them that they need to go to get all of this shit worked out. I think that they could possibly get this thing off of them, but it would require them 100% submitting to their higher self and repenting and changing their ways in every type of ways, which means no more having orgies, no more, drinking, smoking, diddy partying, whatever. Like, I'm serious. They would have to do a 360 complete turnaround and change in every type of way and actually be authentic about it. Not be like, oh, I'm doing this work, this spiritual work. I'm going to church, but I don't want to. I would rather be fucking bitches and fucking men and fucking all of these other things. Like, I would rather be being a PDF file, going to islands. I would rather be doing all this other shit. They would have to be authentically like, and that's the only way I could see that this thing will be unattached from them. But they're not going to do that because they want to continue to live the lifestyle that they've been living. They just want more time. And like I said, that time is one thing we're not guaranteed. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. There will be a lot of people that don't wake up tomorrow, that pass in their sleep. And I wish that this person was one of them, because they would be a stain removed from the earth. And shit, they need to pass away and do whatever they're going to fucking do and whatever's going to happen to them. While if this is somebody that's your baby father, whatever, you need to have the child. So this person can go die. Like, seriously, that's how I feel about them. That's how the universe feels about them. That's just like, you know, it's insane to continue to do the same thing and think you're going to get a different effect. You have something that's working for you. You are already in alignment with a beautiful destiny, with a beautiful truth about yourself. You know what you're here to do and what your skill set is. These people, this Hierophant group that this person goes to get assistance is eventually going to ask this person, like, hey, did you by any chance work with the devil? Did you conjure up any spirits? Did you go to a practitioner? What did you do to have this thing attached to you that our prayers and exorcisms can't get it removed? What are you continually doing that's attaching this thing to you that our prayers and exorcisms can't remove? Eventually, this is, and if these people want to ever come clean and say, yeah, I was involved in witchcraft, first of all, the Catholic Church, if they find out that you're involved in witchcraft, do you think that, first of all, they won't even give a exorcism to somebody that's not baptized in their religion? Point blank, period. They're not even going to waste their time fighting the devil for somebody that's not a part of their religion. Secondly, if this person gets baptized, this devil energy is not going anywhere. It's stuck with this person. This Hierophant group will eventually figure it out. This person was involved in some pretty shady shit. And that's why they're in the situation that they're in. And most likely, if the Catholic Church were to find out that you were doing witchcraft and doing literal spells with the devil, paying a witchcraft practitioner to hurt and harm an innocent person, they would be like, yeah, I'm not investing in putting my priests, my exorcist priests, their lives in danger over some shit that you did to yourself that you caused 100% by being a dumbass and a retard. Two of Wands. You are over here creating a beautiful future. You're focusing on what you want and you're making it happen. These people can't do anything about that. They don't have the courage to come clean for anything that they've been a part of. But for them to have to actually get help, for them to get helped, they're going to have to come clean to somebody. They will. Because I don't see this person, I don't see them getting anything good. I see it leading only to catastrophe and disaster. And again, who knows what these Hierophants will do to somebody when they figure out that they've been betrayed, or that they've been duped by somebody. You know what I'm saying? Think about it that way, that these Hierophant groups, whether they're Freemasons or whatever they are involved in, whether they're Islam, whatever religion, because a Hierophant could be any type of religion. Do you think they're going to be happy about putting their people that are in their organization, that pay a fee to them, that support them, in any type of danger for somebody that's an outsider? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's any religion that's just going to be like, oh, hold on, let me drop what I'm doing, serving my own people, and come over here and help you with some shit that you did to yourself multiple times. And you're going to, the moment we try to clear it, you're going to go back to doing the same shit. This is like, no. This person would have to dedicate their life to God for this thing to be removed. And like, I'm not even saying that if they do try to dedicate their life to God, that this demonic shit will be removed off of them. It's possibly not even going to happen in this lifetime. And that's unfortunate, because this person does have responsibilities. They just don't address those responsibilities. They don't look at those responsibilities and be like, oh, I need to get up. I need to stop drinking so I can get up and go to work tomorrow so that I can make sure my child has something to eat. This person is demanding everybody else take care of them and their child. And it's not the world's problem. It's not a Hierophant group's problem. It's not anybody's problem to take care of a grown-ass fucking man. It's really not. That has nothing wrong with them except for like an STD and some incestual shit in their bloodline and mental problems. But they're not completely disabled. It'd be one thing, and I would never make fun of a disabled person. And I'm not even making fun of this person. I'm just calling them on their shit. There's nothing wrong with them. They could go work a job. Like, seriously. Why is it the rest of the world's problem? Because this person is broke and broken. You didn't break this person. You didn't collect their mother and father and make them meet each other. You were not present at the time that this person came into existence. So I don't feel like you should be held responsible for anything that they're doing. And it's unfortunate that this person has children, because you would hope that this bad bloodline incestual shit would just stop and that these people would not reproduce. But again, they don't like to wear condoms. Again, that's too much like being responsible, which is crazy to me. Because it's like the easiest way to stay out of the system and not have to pay child support is by putting a fucking condom on and just using one. That's the easiest way to not have to pay child support. And that's what this person wants. They want to be liberated and told that they don't have to pay for this child and that somebody else will. And they're looking for any old person to be a sucker. And since they can't force you into a relationship, they feel like they're going to use the devil and witchcraft to mentally control you. No, I'm sorry, but no. Whatever they want to do to this child, they're going to have to pay for that as well. Because this person acts like they're the best person. And they know that they're the scum of the earth. They know that they literally don't even deserve anything that they have right now because it's stolen. It was something that they had to steal from somebody else to get. So they should not fucking have it at all. 3 of Swords. Like I said, this person is going to be betrayed. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. They're going to be betrayed. Whether it's today, tonight, tomorrow, this person will be betrayed by everyone that they know because this person sacrifices everyone that they know. They give people's names and their birth dates to this witchcraft, this witch in the reverse, warlock, whatever you want to call it. This person literally gives people's personal information to this witchcraft practitioner so that they can have something stolen from somebody, so that they can sacrifice somebody without having to get their fucking hands dirty. I'm sorry, sir, ma'am, it, they, them. If they want to sacrifice me or you so bad, they're going to have to come over here with the balls to actually do it with their bare fucking hands. I can guarantee that. And they're not going to be getting anywhere near you. And I hope to God that this is not someone that you've had a child with. It doesn't really feel like it, but it does feel like somebody that they have a child and you have a child. And this person's like, well, why doesn't my child have this good destiny? You're joking, right? This person, that maybe they don't know they come from an incestual bloodline. That's one reason why. And again, this kid is giving Joffrey. If you've seen Game of Thrones, you know Joffrey, the little incest king that is a psychopath, like curb stomps kittens and shit and shoots people, just kills people randomly because of the incest. I'm serious. Like, it's an actual flaw. This person is seriously going to whine and cry and bitch and moan about their situation. And they're going to act like it was all everybody else's fault, even though there was nobody forcing this person. Nobody was forcing the cocaine up this person's nose. Nobody was forcing these women's vaginas on them. Nobody was forcing anything on them. They actively sought out these activities and then they did them. And I'm not judging anybody that does stuff like that. Just be responsible. Don't do it to the point where your health deteriorates. Don't do it to the point where you're having random children that you don't have the means to take care of. Just don't think with your penis, think with your brain. That's all I'm saying. And then be looking into genetics as to, straight up, if I was as fucked up as this person, I would probably be like, maybe I should go and find what's going on in my genetics to see if there's a cure for it. You know what I mean? I think that God can do anything, but this person, they don't like God. They feel like God has blessed you instead of them. They also feel like God, in whatever this circumstance, they feel like God took your side and not their side. And this person could be like, they're not important like me. They're not a man. Okay? And this person just wants to dump their burdens off on you and make you carry the cross and take the lashings. The fuck? No, you're not guilty. You didn't do the crimes. You ain't going to pay the time or do the time, whatever that saying is. And you don't deserve to be abused. And I'm so sorry if you've been through abuse. Please know that I am praying for you guys and that therapy will help, healing will help, but also staying away from people like this will help. Like I said, sometimes you just have to realize that it was one or two people in your life that was the entire problem. And then you heal whatever caused you to draw those people in and then release them. When you cut somebody off, and this is how you can know right away if somebody was the problem. If you cut somebody off and your life gets better, then you know that that person was not good for you. And if that person that you have around you is always in trouble for something, that is the universe telling you that this person is not innocent. Like they say, they're actually guilty and they're responsible. You know what I'm saying? 2 of Cups. You have a divine soul contract with the universe. Nobody's going to be breaking that, stopping it, counteracting it, whatever they think they're going to do. This is hilarious to me. I think it's funny when people are like, oh, let me go rearrange some shit in heaven. Let me go change the way that somebody was created. Like, what? Who thinks thoughts like that? Like, seriously. Witches and warlocks. People that think that because they have a little bit of occult knowledge that they can do something that God can do. I'm sorry, but no. These people are going to have to get themselves out of jail. They're going to have to find somebody else to believe their bullshit. And I feel like this Hierophant group doesn't want any parts with this person. This is probably why they're so upset. The Sun, because they can't just go get a fucking baptism. This person wishes that they could go back to their childhood and do it all different. And I agree. I wish that they could go back to their childhood and do it differently as well. However, I'm tending to think that this person, if they were given the ability to go back in time, they would make the same fucking choices because they still don't want to do better. They still want to do toxic behavior. Like, that's on them. Yeah, you're over here healing your inner child. You're a light worker. You have a contract with the universe and you have a higher purpose, which means that there's a whole group of humans that have been traumatized by people like this that need your assistance. And this person's not going to get in the way of that. If they think that they're going to do anything about that, they're going to come up against God and have a very hard time. 9 of Swords. They're going to be in bed, stuck in bed, sick, crying, whining, bitching, and moaning forever. And then the moment that they figure out that they caused all this shit themselves, they're going to look for someone else to blame or put their hands on or abuse. And that's just the cycle repeating itself. I don't condone sacrifices and I don't condone satanic offerings and I do not condone abuse. I think that that shit is not okay and it's not helping anybody. If you have to literally beat somebody down to manipulate and control them, you don't need to be around that person. If you have to be an abusive person, you should not be around others. And that's just the way I feel about it, because nobody needs to fucking be somebody's punching bag. And that's what this person is expecting of you, to just be their punching bag. Yeah, I don't think so, Emperor. You're stepping in your power and you're like, no, send this motherfucker to jail. That's what they need. They need to be put in a rehab or a jail or a prison or some shit to where they can have some time to themselves to have to think about why they were doing the things that they were doing. Because this person has no actual thoughts. Like, their thoughts are just, again, scheming, manipulation, and plot planning. That's what their thought patterns are. So they would need to literally be removed, like 100% from their actual life. This person is expecting you to be their punching bag and to heal them. You're not going to heal this person for what? So they can go fucking make more mistakes? If this person gambles, they just want to get their hands on your luck and on your good fortune and on your destiny so they can gamble the shit away. I don't fucking think so. Absolutely not. 10 of Cups. You have worked so hard to get to where you're at. You have worked so hard to be in this place of peace and happiness. And there's nothing that this person's going to do about that. They're going to sit around and cry and blame everybody else. Oh, well. At least it won't be you stuck in bed crying, sick, not able to recover, having an incurable STD. You don't deserve any of that. This person literally has done so many fucking people dirty. They have done so many people dirty. So many people that would have been ride or die people for them. And this is what this person does to the people that they say they love. Imagine what they're going to do to somebody that they know that they don't love. Like, that's ridiculous. It's very abusive. You cut this person off, and so they like labeled you as an enemy, even though you cutting them off was not personal. It wasn't to hurt them. It was so that you could get the fuck away from their abuse. Like, you had to cut them off to save your life, because you're not nobody's punching bag. You're also not anybody's excuse as to why they're a fucking loser. And no, this person doesn't deserve you. I don't care what their situation is. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve help. They don't deserve this warlock's attention. They don't deserve anyone. And they're about to be put in their place, which is going to be the underneath the prison, underneath the jail. This person does not want to take accountability for the suffering and pain that they have caused others. And that's why I feel like I don't have patience or compassion for them, because they went about all of this time hurting and harming others and not giving a fuck about it, not caring at all about how they had just rearranged somebody's fucking face because they have an issue with themselves. Like, seriously. This person would fatally wound you if you allow them around you. This is why you can't. And they need to literally understand the grief and suffering that they've caused you to begin to get in the right energy. This person needs to go through everything that they just did to you. And that will be actual justice. And it will happen in this lifetime. This person's crying because they committed too many crimes. They stabbed all of the people. They stabbed all of the wrong people and the right people in the back. This person betrays everyone. They're not loyal to anybody. They're not even loyal to the devil. This person's going to switch up at the last minute and try to blame this devil and tell this Hierophant group that it was the devil that made them do it, when they know damn well that the devil was not involved, not in any part of it, except for the part where this person was trying to pay to have the devil attached to you so that you could look like you were somebody demonic, but that didn't work out. King of Cups. This person, they're going to be advised to leave you alone, but I don't think they're going to take that advice. That would be too much like being intelligent. I also feel like this person has tried to slow down your progress to the point where you would not be able to move forward, so that you would have to accept them. And I don't care what position you ever get in, and I don't care what effect this has on your life, God will restore you 10 billion infinity fold. You will never be put in a position to where you have to accept this loser, and you'll never ever fall in love with this person. So they might just want to let go of that idea of tricking you into a relationship, or tricking you into taking yourself out, or whatever this is that they want. They're not getting it. 4 of Wands. You're finishing a project, making a milestone, and you're winning. And this is why this person is pissed. That's why they want to have a come up off of you. They wish that they could literally rise up and get back on their feet and become stable off of your energy. That's psychotic. They're up under judgment. Actively. And they could very well owe more than just the courts. First of all, what this witchcraft practitioner is going to do to them, they deserve it. They really do. The Hangman. This is what the practitioner is going to do. Just like they tried to sacrifice you and it backfired and it got this practitioner's gifts blocked, this practitioner's never going to practice again, not in this lifetime. This practitioner is going to do one last ritual, and it's going to be to sacrifice this dumb motherfucker. And that's what they get, because you shouldn't have been using your own children and other people's children and other people as sacrifices. That's inappropriate. That's so the opposite of what God would want. That is so the exact opposite. When you think about how long it takes for a person to be manifested and all of that and the ancestry that goes back, how could this person think that God would be okay with that? Like, seriously, they just didn't think that God was ever going to do anything. And now that God is doing something on your behalf, they're completely shocked. Page of Wands, because it's not going to be any more children that are sacrificed. It's this person. It's their time to go. And they could get outed for sacrificing children. That's what they get. They're going to want to make a bargain or a plea deal or some weird shit. No. I'm sorry, sir. You want us to give you a plea deal when you sacrificed living human children, like children that God loved and still loves, even though they're a sacrifice? I don't think so. This person's going to die in jail. And then they're going to go to hell. And then once they're in hell, being actively tormented, then they'll probably be like, wow, maybe I shouldn't have done what I did. But until they get to that point, this person is going to continue on the same road that they're on. They're going to still try to sacrifice you. And they're going to fail, epically fail at that. Not only fail at it, they're going to be made the sacrifice. Because I'm sure that this warlock is not going to be appreciative of their gifts being stripped from them. Like, could you imagine your job being to use your gifts and the connection with the devil to sacrifice people for success and shit, and then that being completely taken away? Yeah, God can do anything. The devil is not going to do anything for these people. Death. This is what I'm saying. This person will die. They will be the sacrifice. They can be the blood sacrifice. But they just need to, like, literally understand that you are loved by people, by God, by the universe. You are important. And so important that the universe has no problem taking this person out of life. 3 of Wands. Because you're going to get to move forward and move towards your goals. This person, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. Yeah, the work that you do is saving people. It's saving people's souls. You could be awakening people. You could be sharing this cup of love, this Ace of Cups that God's given to you. Again, I would just ignore this person, ignore their threats, ignore their like, I can't stand people that the moment that you're about to have a breakthrough, here comes this piece of shit you haven't seen in forever, coming around your energy just to fuck it up. I can't stand people like that. I would rather have those people go live on the opposite side of the earth or somewhere the fuck else. Why don't they go around other PDF files and sickos like them and fuck up their lives? Why are they always trying to come towards the divine being? Why are they always wanting popularity and shit that that they never worked for, that they'll never work for, and they're not worthy of having? This person, any relationship that they get, any friendship, they will sacrifice that person and that person's children. That is why you have to be very careful who you associate yourself with. You don't know what people do unless you're super tapped in. Then you do know what people do. I would always be asking for discernment, asking for God to show you a sign, because you don't know what people are doing behind closed doors, and you don't know why their intention for wanting to be around you is. You don't know what it is until you figure it out. And some people will have a genuine intention just to be a good person and to share something. And some people, they will be on some other type of snake shit. And it's only a matter of time before the police comes for this person. It's basically over. Archangel Michael is defending you, and this person is in the tower. So like I said, they're not sorry. I would not sit around waiting for a apology from this person. I'm serious. I would just move on and continue to unblock yourself, continue to clear your energy, continue to connect with God, continue to meditate, to take spiritual baths, to take care of yourself, okay? Continue to do that. Because as long as you're doing these things that are in alignment with love, joy, and peace, which is your higher self and compassion, you're going to be fine. I'm serious. You're going to be more than fine. Your children, if this was a parent to your child, I would just consider your child to have one parent. And if you find a replacement for this person, great. If you don't, you be the replacement. It would be better for this person to not have any children at all, but we can't go back in time. And I would never want to uncreate someone because, again, they chose the circumstance that they're born into. But I will guarantee that these people that think they're so much fucking better than you, they could be racist or something. They think that their children are worthy. This is like slave mentality. These people think that their children are worthy of having the best, but they can't provide the best. They can only provide the scum off of somebody else's shoe. Seriously. And so they're going to be shown that they are not the best, that their racist, bigoted, disgusting, hypocritical attitude is the one reason that they're going to be rejected in the future. And this devil and this magician that was in the fucking reverse, these people, this magician is not going to show no mercy. This is somebody that sacrifices to Satan. They're not going to show any fucking mercy to this person for getting them in trouble with God. And this is why when you go around people who are warlocks, they will avoid you. This person just didn't know. They were just given a name and a birth date. They didn't know everything attached to who you are. And that's why I feel like it's crazy, because this is what this person's job is. You've got to be joking. They're a professional devil sacrificing fucking warlock that does not investigate to see if people are chosen. No, in their mentality, nobody is chosen. You either choose yourself or you elevate through the devil or you don't. That's the way that they think. And they're about to be open to a whole new world of possibilities of how things can go wrong for them. So remember, you guys, the 2 books that are in the description box below, I'm so proud of you guys and I love you so much. Is Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. This book is going to teach you how to read cards for yourself and for others. I've got the link to this original Rider-Waite deck along with the book in the description box below. And then for those of you that do want to get on your spiritual journey and use the techniques in this book, The Truth of God Advanced Intuitive, check out the links in the description box below. These books will change your guys' lives, okay? This book, and I speak from experience because I use this technique. Well, I use all of the techniques in this book with my abilities, and it seems to be working really good. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Please like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys are subscribed. When we get to 1,000 subscribers and we stay at 1,000, like maybe 1,010 or 1,020, and we're there, then we're going to throw a party and I'm going to give away some decks and give away some free readings. So you guys will definitely want to be present for that. I love you guys so much. Peace be with you. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you guys. I would watch all of the readings on both platforms at your leisure and just go through the different videos and see what the title says, and then whichever one resonates, I would pick that one, because these readings are to help you guys spiritually progress, to know things about the future, the past, and the present, so that you can connect with God. And each reading is going to hold an Easter egg of knowledge for you to decode about your own spiritual journey and things for you to learn. So I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for spending your time with me. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.